The greatest crash of all time, coming soon to an economy near you. We all see these stories. We all get sucked in by these stories, either in print or in video format. They are very, very popular, but are they grounded in fact? What is the probability that we actually could have the greatest crash of all time? And what does it mean for the price of precious metals, silver and gold? We're going to examine that in this video. Let's get started right now. Maybe these stories are grounded in fact. Hey, no matter how much smoke the Fed pumps into the room, and no matter how they angle the mirrors, they can't escape the fact that behind it all, there's a whole lot of nothing. The currency's based on nothing. And in that room with the smoke and mirrors, the Fed is finding itself increasingly painted into a corner. Who's in that corner? Silver and gold, long ignored, sitting in a dark corner, and me and you. Hey, if you're going to be painted into a corner with some gold and silver, it might as well be here with me in Ron's basement, where I recognize that you are important and you're always welcome here. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, turn on the bell notification, share the video with everybody, including that uncle you haven't seen for 2 years, and leave a comment below so I can learn something from you. Now, these scenarios that we're talking about, the smoke and mirrors that's going on within our economy, it can be kept alive for much longer than these prognosticators predicting gloom and doom want to accept, acknowledge, or realize. So we don't know when this system will fall apart, but we do know that underneath it all is a bunch of nothingness. It's like behind the curtain with the Wizard of Oz, right? It wasn't what it really seemed, okay? It's kind of like this. There's so much debt in the US economy, in the world economy. It's kind of similar to a family. Let's say a family that has a dad that makes $100,000 a year. They're doing pretty good, right? Wrong, until you look at their debt levels. They have a $400,000 debt outstanding on their home. They've got another $100,000 in vehicle debts and another $100,000 in credit card debt. They have $600,000 in debt. The $100,000 a year barely covers the debt maintenance on the huge debt load that they have. And that's exactly where the entire world is coming to right now. This system will need some type of major reset. There will either be a hyperinflation, right, to inflate all the debt away, or there will be deflation with a lot of defaults on debt and a big, big mess. Either way, it's going to be messy, but either way, gold and silver have been to this show before many, many times over the last centuries. So when we're sitting over in that corner where Jerome and the Federal Reserve is being painted into, we're sitting with something that's been there, done that, and we can rest assured that we have value in our investments. And we got to realize this could happen faster as opposed to slower, because when there's a lot of leverage, which is another word for debt, when there's a lot of debt, small moves equate more into drastic moves because of the leverage. It'd be like if you wanted to put a bet on a football game, okay? And instead of betting $1,000, you decided to borrow an additional $1,000 from your parents to put on the football game. The result of that bet, either way, would have much, much greater consequences than if you just used your original $1,000 of money or equity, if you care to look at it that way. Things can happen very quickly, okay, because of all the debt. Don't forget about that. I think it was Ernest Hemingway somebody asked him how he went broke, and he said, Well, it was very slow, and then it happened all of a sudden. And that's what could unfold for us. Now, these prognosticators, they don't know exactly when that could happen, right? And there's no guarantee that it would. Who knows what tricks they may come up with. But I know one trick for sure, and that is, again, silver, gold, real assets have always held their value. Always, everywhere. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me in Ron's Basement. And until next time, you be well.